I recently read, Don't Believe Everything You Think. Why Your Thinking is the Beginning and End of Suffering by Joseph Nguyen. Thoughts are great, but thinking is destructive. Recognizing the difference between thoughts and thinking can be life-changing. Thoughts just happen. They're observations and ideas that pop into your mind. Thinking is everything else you add. I'm tired is a thought. I'm always exhausted. Why can't I get enough sleep? I'm going to have a terrible day at work is thinking. I forgot to reply to that email is a thought. I'm so disorganized. They're going to think I'm incompetent. This is why I'll never be a team leader is thinking. I want to start a podcast is a thought. But my voice sounds weird. And what if I run out of things to say is thinking. Thinking often starts with, this is really, insert judgment. And what if, insert story. Unnecessary judgments and mental stories stoke fear and hopelessness, which initiate an intense stress response in the body. The more you allow your mind to form opinions about what's happening and stories about what will happen, the more you suffer. That's where the title of the book becomes a powerful directive. Don't believe everything you think. If you stop believing the opinions, judgments, or predictions you think after an event, you can stop stress from spiraling into suffering. Imagine you and your friend are both driving to important interviews. Midway through your trips, you get flat tires at the exact same time. Your friend's mind immediately starts racing. This is a disaster. I'm going to miss the interview, lose the job, and never recover. They slump against the car, overcome with hopelessness. Meanwhile, you step out of your car to look at your tire and have the thought, yep, it's flat. Your mind starts feeding you stories about how bad the situation is and what it means for your future, but you simply choose not to believe those stories and let them fall away. Then, you calmly call the interviewer and set up another time. Same event, same stakes, but your friend is suffering and you're not, because your friend let their thinking take over, and you didn't. This echoes what the Stoics have said for millennia. It's not the events that disturb us, it's our opinion of them. An overly opinionated mind is a mind in overdrive. Picture your mind as a car engine. The more thoughts you have, the higher you push the RPMs. When you hold too many strong opinions, you start redlining your mental engine, and it won't be long before you burn out completely. The key is to take your foot off the pedal and let your mind calm down by executing a PAUSE, pause. In the book, the P in pause stands for pause and breathe. But I found a different P to be more effective. Physiological sigh. Stop whatever you're doing and slowly take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs completely, then take another sharp inhale through the nose. Now make a long, steady exhale through your mouth, like a deep sigh of relief. This breathing technique is called a physiological sigh, and it's a powerful research-backed way to reduce stress and reset your nervous system in under 30 seconds. During the exhale portion of your physiological sigh, execute the remaining pause steps. A. Ask yourself, is my thinking helping me feel the way I want to feel right now? If the answer is no, move to the next step. U. Understand that thinking is a choice. You can choose to drop your thoughts at any moment. S. Say this mantra to yourself to remember what's at stake. Thinking is the root of my suffering. E. Experience what you're feeling without judgment. Stop resisting your thoughts or emotions and just let them wash over you. Imagine you're standing waist deep in the ocean, feeling waves crash into you. The more you allow yourself to feel, the faster the waves of thought calm down and your mind becomes still. Simply feel what you're feeling without adding judgments, opinions, or stories on top. After the pause, you'll find yourself in a different mode. No longer overthinking, just present. You'll be like an elite athlete in the zone. Athletes don't think through every step. They simply trust their intuition to guide them in real time. They don't ask, what happens if I miss the shot? They just shoot and respond to the outcome. Author Joseph Nguyen says it best. Our intuition will rarely show us every detail of how to create what we imagine, but it will always show us the very next step to take. Trying to figure it all out in advance leads only to overthinking. So stop overthinking and start trusting. Trust your bigger brain, the subconscious, to provide you with ideas and next steps when you need them. Don't block those incoming messages with unnecessary thinking. Now, you might be wondering, as I did, how can I be productive if I don't think? But a better question to ask is, how much have I procrastinated because of thinking? A small task, like replying to an email or making a phone call, should take 5 minutes. But once overthinking creeps in, your brain starts spinning. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they judge me? What if I mess it up and look unprepared? A task equivalent to squishing an ant starts to feel like slaying a fire-breathing dragon. The title of a University of Pennsylvania article said it best: an overthinking brain can complicate simple tasks. Once started on a task, overthinking clogs our mental space and prevents creative solutions from rising to the surface. Albert Einstein understood this. Whenever he was stuck on a difficult problem, he didn't think harder. He played the violin. He quieted the noise in his head and let the answer emerge. Be like Einstein and go into non-thinking mode to solve your toughest problems and produce something remarkable. In the end, we've all grown so used to thinking that we've forgotten it's optional. We don't need to constantly make judgments or tell ourselves stories about what we fear might happen. We can pause our thinking to simply experience the world as it is, to achieve a still mind and end our suffering. When excessive thinking causes stress, we can take a physiological sigh, ask ourselves, is thinking helping me feel the way I want to feel right now? Then understand that thinking is a choice and say, thinking is the root of my suffering, to reinforce a powerful truth. Then we finish by experiencing whatever we are feeling right now, without judgment. That was the core message that I gathered from Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Nguyen. This book is a highly practical guide for reducing overthinking and reducing stress. I highly recommend it. If you would like a one-page PDF summary of insights that I gathered from this book, just click the link below and I'd be happy to email it to you. If you already subscribe to the free Productivity Game newsletter, this PDF is sitting in your inbox. If you like this video, please share it. And as always, thanks for watching and have yourself a productive week.